Hey guys, I'm back. I know I've been gone for so long, but I am back and I am ready. I'm ready to make content and videos out. Um this video is probably just going to be me talking, sitting with no makeup. It's like 8 o'clock at night and I just wanted to film. I've been wanting to film a lot lately, but I feel like I should start off with a update video and then just start doing regular content videos, new. I just have so much to talk about. So I'm not gonna make this intro very long, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so I think I last updated you guys on my pregnancy. So I don't know exactly what I told you guys, but yeah, so my pregnancy was horrible. I got really sick. I think I didn't get better until like a month and a half or like a month before I gave birth. So yeah, I gave birth April 11th. I went a Friday night. I went to the hospital. I went to labor and delivery and I was at a 5. So then I went to the triage area, and they were like, yeah, you're at a 5. We'll see if you're going through labor, because my contractions weren't like back to back. I was just in a lot of pain, but I was in like contractions for like 30 minutes back to back to back, and then once I got to the hospital they were just like far apart, so they weren't really like contractions like back to back to back to back to back to back. So they kept me in triage for like 2 hours, see if I would like progress, which I didn't. And then I came back. Well, then they came back and they were like, they checked me, I didn't progress, and they're like, okay, well, we want you to go walk for like an hour and a half and then come back. So I was like, okay. So me and my husband, we were walking around, and then I got really hungry. So then we drove to McDonald's, came back, was eating and walking, and then I went back to triage in the labor and delivery, and I was still at a 5. So I got sent home. But like I was having really bad like back contractions. So I didn't have this with my first son, so yeah, I was just like, what is this? But then I just went home. I was going through really bad like back contractions, and it went on all night. They told me to just take Tylenol, so I took Tylenol, and then I was finally able to sleep. And yeah, so then Saturday like morning came on, and my husband was like, okay, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna eat breakfast, and then we're gonna go walk and just try and like get me to being in labor, or like get me contractions. So we went to walk. I was doing like curb walking. I was squatting. I was playing with my son. I was doing a lot of things to start my labor, but nothing was working. I was getting like contractions here and there, but not like back to back to where they were like 1 to 2 minutes apart. So then fast forward that day, I think it was around like 5, 6, 7. We get hungry, and it was a Saturday night, so I was like, you know what, like let's order like takeout. So we ordered Wingstop, and I swear it's like the minute the food got there, I started having like the worst contractions. I was literally trying to eat and I couldn't because of how bad my contractions were. So I let my husband eat, and I was just trying to eat, And mind you, the car was already packed with our bags from the night before, so we like didn't rush anything. Like we were just like, okay, I think I was wearing like shorts or something, so I just went to go change to like something more comfortable. And then yeah, so I wasn't able to eat, which I jinxed myself. I had said watch him come at like the most inconvenient time, and little did he freaking listen to me, because he ate. He started giving me really bad contractions when I was eating, well, trying to eat. So we're going to, oh, and mind you, they had asked me if I wanted to be in the list to induce, and I said yes. So we're on our way to a hospital, and I get a phone call from the hospital, and they were like, hey, are you like, do you want to have a baby tonight? And I was like, oh, like, yeah, we're already on our way. Like, I'm having really bad contractions, like 1 minute, 2 minutes apart. And they're like, okay, cool, like, just head down over here, like, we'll be here waiting for you. So we get there, we fill out the paperwork, we're like in the waiting room, and then I'm like, damn, they're taking a long time, like they usually don't take this long. So I was thinking I was gonna go straight to triage, but we went straight to our room. At this point, I think it was like 8 something, 9. So we went straight to our room. I got in the gown. See, side note, I wish I would have recorded all of this, but at the time I was just not thinking much. But yeah, anyways, so I changed, I got laid down, everything. So since I was getting induced, what they had recommended was for me to get an epidural, just because like they didn't know like when the pain was gonna start, because mind you, I wasn't in a lot of pain when I got to the hospital. I was just in like, the contractions were just like coming, but I was still at a 5. So this whole time I was finally in active labor, and I was still at a 5. So they had I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. I got the epidural with my son the first time, but it kind of stopped working by the time that I had to push. So that's what I was scared of, that was gonna happen again. But which it did, but I'll get into that. But yeah, so I get the epidural, and I'm like, cool, like I'm gonna take a fat ass nap because I am tired. Like I hadn't slept good the night before, and whatever. And so they gave me the epidural, and then as soon as I started like not feeling anything and I was good, they gave me Pitocin to induce my labor. So I think they give me that, I take a nap, they wake me up, they check me, and I was still at like a 5.5, or like a 5, I think it was like 5.5, like 6, like I hadn't moved nothing. So they upped my dosage for Pitocin, and I took another nap, and as soon as I woke up from this nap, I started feeling all the contractions. They just like raced to me, like they just came out of nowhere. I felt all contractions, like I could feel my legs, contractions. I just had like this weird pain like in my back, like right on my back, and I just, it was horrible. And then to not only just like finish all the pain that I was going through, I also started throwing up. Like I just remember telling my nurse, like, I have to throw up, I have to throw up, I have to throw up. So then she hits a button, and everybody just starts rushing in, and I'm like throwing up, and there's everybody coming in, and I'm over here getting scared. And I didn't know what the heck was going on. And then my husband was like half asleep still, like, because he had took a nap too, and I was just like, what is going on? Throwing up. I'm getting scared because they're scaring me, just walking really fast. And then they check me, and they're like, okay, you're at like a 10, whatever. But so I think the way my son was, he was in a weird position to where I had to like push him in a right position before I was actually able to push. So they're checking my blood pressure, they're checking this. Mind you, I have low blood pressure, but that's like my regular blood pressure. So low blood pressure for somebody else could be like low blood pressure, but that blood pressure for me is like my normal blood pressure. So they're like telling me like I have really really low blood pressure. At this point it's like not my normal blood pressure. I have really freaking low blood pressure. They're getting me ready to push and all this, and so I'm pushing and pushing. I am exhausted, crying from how tired I am, feeling every single contraction. And they kept telling me like take a break, but like it was literally like I would have a contraction and then I would feel like I would stop, and then I would have another one, then I would feel like pushing, then I was telling them like I gotta push. So they were literally just letting me push whenever like I needed to push. And around like I think it was like he was almost out there, like come on, just one more push. And at this point I was tired, exhausted, like I was just ready to fall asleep and like pass out. I was so tired. And I call it shoot, as soon as like I heard my son cry, I was just like like okay, we're okay, like I'm tired, like he's finally out, I can stop pushing. And he pooped everywhere. He was ready to come out. Like there was poop everywhere. I had to change like 2 times because I just had so much poop from him. And I call it, yeah, it was kind of crazy. I wish I could have recorded it, but at the same time, like it was my husband's first time being there. Again, if you guys don't remember, my husband wasn't here for our first son's birth. He left on deployment when I was 32 or 31 weeks, and he didn't meet our firstborn until he was about 6 months old. Yeah. So then they're like cleaning me off. They're like, okay, like rinse off real quick so like we get the poop out. So I'm rinsing like in the shower. They're like they're trying to like, you know, because he was stuck for a really long time, so they're like, we're just gonna check like his oxygen and all of that. So I rinsed really really fast. I was really like to poop out, and then I had him like on top of me. Well, I had him on top of me first. That's how I got dirty. And then that's when they're like, okay, so they're checking his oxygen, his heart, like all of that. And yeah, so we were there. He was born at like 6:20 in the morning, and luckily breakfast was there, which hospital food is already shitty. Military hospital food is even shittier. So yeah, that happened. Yeah, so we were there for like a day and a half, I think. Yeah, I think it was like a day and a half. Yeah, but oof, my bad. So my husband got to be there. My parents, bless their hearts, they came down here to help me. So when we would go to the hospital, they would stay with my firstborn. So yeah, that was that. And this, mind you, this was my first time ever like leaving my firstborn overnight anywhere. So I was going through it. I think the night of, like the one we got to the hospital, I was just like looking back at pictures of him, and I was just so sad and crying because this was like gonna be his last night as an only child, and he didn't even know. My kids are 2 years and like 2-3 months apart. My firstborn is 2 years and like 8 months. Yeah, 2 years and 8 months. So yeah, like he's been an only child for so long that I was just so scared like how he was going to react. And yeah, and then we had FaceTime him like one time, and he wasn't really trying to like talk to me, so that even made me even more sad, and I was just ready to leave. But yeah, so fast forward, we came home. My parents were still here. Antonio did not want anything to do with me, and it got me so sad. I was literally crying, and he just wanted to like see his brother, and I was just so sad. I just remember like telling all my friends like, damn, did I mess up? Like, he doesn't want me, like what's going on? And but luckily it was just that one day. It was literally like 2 hours, 3 hours, and it hurt so much, but it felt like the longest 3 hours of my existence. And then yeah, he wanted me again, and I was his fave again, so it was great. And yeah, then it was the newborn phase, and trying to just see what was going on with having a newborn and a toddler. And at this point, my toddler wasn't sleeping in his bed anymore. He wasn't sleeping in his bed anymore. He didn't want to be potty trained. Like, he was completely fully potty trained, and he was sleeping in his own room. And then like 3-4 weeks before I gave birth, he just completely had so many accidents. He didn't want to go to the potty anymore, so we had to put him back on a diaper, and he didn't want to sleep in his room. He was like stuck to me, and that caused so much. I had pregnancy depression, pregnancy resentment. It was just a lot of stuff. It was mostly just because my son wanted to be stuck on me, and mind you, I had a miscarriage before I got pregnant with my son now. So it was just like I was very anxious about anything in this pregnancy. And not even that, like my son still just wanted me. He wanted to be on top of me, he wanted to be next to me, he wanted to breathe in my air. And it honestly took like a big toll on me, because I was just tired so much. Like, I was already tired from being pregnant. I was dealing with so much mentally, physically, emotionally, and then he was stuck on me. It just made me like resent him. And that's where the depression, like the pregnancy depression, came in, because I just didn't want to feel that way towards him. And like I would try and like love on him as much as possible, but also know my, like, for my own mental health, I needed to like back away for a little bit and refresh myself. And when I felt like moments like where I just couldn't take being next to him or being with him, I would just refresh, like take a breather, and then like remind myself like this is not like forever, this is just temporary. I'm just feeling this way because I'm so anxious, and pregnancy and depression and all of that. So yeah, so fast forward to now, my son will be 6 months on October 11th. I'm so excited for his little half birthday photo shoot. It's gonna be with his little costume and everything. But yeah, so that's my son. So now, other major life events, I would say, I recently, this is my last like month in the Navy. I started terminal leave, which is like leave, like terminal. So it's like my leave before I get out. So it started on Friday, and my final day in the Navy is October 17th, 2021. I would be 5 years in the Navy when I get out. I came in at 2016 at just 19 years old, and now I will be 25 in November. And yeah, I will be a vet. I am a veteran. I'm so excited. If you guys remember, I am from California, from LA originally, and I moved from the Navy. I came to live in Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia. So yeah, I'm so excited. My husband recently, well, not recently, he got out a year ago, and he's been working like here and there with new, like 2 new companies here in Virginia. But once I get out, we're moving. We are moving to San Antonio, Texas, and I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. Like, Virginia is really boring. Like, there's just so much, like, there's just so like little that you can do here compared to like California. There's just always something to do in California, and here it's like you can't really do nothing. It's like the same 2 theme parks, like the same 2 water theme parks. Like, it's just, yeah, I'm just ready. Me and my family are just ready for like a new adventure and all that. But yeah, we found a house. I know I never gave you guys like a what's it called, like a house tour of my house now, but I'm thinking that I'm going to do like a house tour. Everything's kind of messy because we're just trying to like get rid of clothes, get rid of like baby stuff that we don't need anymore, toys, and like just like simple things that we know we're not going to bring to the new house. So that's why it's going to be a little messy, but yeah, I'm just really excited. I just wanted to get back here and like talk, just, you know, no makeup, no nothing, and just get a video out so I could just start recording. I have so many like, oh, and also today was my first day as a stay-at-home mom, and it was okay. I mentally feel like I'm at a 8 out of 10. Emotionally, like a 10 out of 10. I'm just so excited to be home with my 2 little boys, and physically I am tired. But I've been staying home with them for like the past couple of weeks now. But today was like, well, I still have technically a job. I don't get out the Navy until October 17th, so I guess you can't really say I'm a stay-at-home mom yet, but today felt like the first like real day. But yeah, so I have so much planned. I am hoping I could, you know, bring out the content and the videos as much as I love like filming and playing with makeup, and I just want to, you know, get this new journey of moving, like transitioning out from the military to civilian world again, just being a normal civilian. And yeah, I'm just very excited to start this new journey, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. I feel like I don't want to make this video too long because I'm not gonna do no cuts or no edits. I just want a raw footage of me telling everybody like my updates. Like, there's not really a lot of updates, but you know, just giving birth and getting out the Navy and moving, my 3 main big updates. But these next upcoming videos are probably gonna be like a house tour, day of my life, and like little things like that. But yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to film for you guys again. Also, I know I'm moving in October, and I'm so sad because I'm probably going to film like Halloween tutorials or makeup tutorials. I'm trying to see if I can start like doing TikTok videos of that, like filming and like little day in my lives and stuff. So excuse me, I'll leave down my TikTok information and my Snap and my Facebook and Instagram and all the rest of my socials, so that you guys could follow me and join us in our new journey. So yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you guys for watching. Bye until next time.